So recently this happened.
A lot of our big shows like Red vs. Blue and Camp have gone from being on YouTube and our website to just our website.
Any RWBY fan is probably feeling a little bit of deja vu right now. RWBY used to be on YouTube, but moved to the RT site shortly after Volume 6 aired. Personally, I wasn't ever too bothered with this change, as I always suspected they just naturally get a higher cut of ad revenue through their own website compared to YouTube.
We get approximately 5 to 10 times more value from that ad than we do a watch on YouTube.
So honestly, I was amazed it took this long for RVB and Camp to follow suit. But one thing of this video really kind of stood out to me.
Go check it out again. It's being updated constantly. I think you're gonna have a better experience than you expect.
Well, I recently spent quite a lot of time on RT's website to capture all of the footage for my daily RWBY reviews that's currently airing through the rest of October. But I didn't check out any of the rest of the site while I was there, so let's check out Roosterteeth's website. Because this decision did obviously come with quite a bit of backlash. RT's site has notoriously been less than amazing in the past. There's been crashes, especially whenever new episodes of RWBY aired, so let's just see what they got going on now. Okay, the first thing I see is this dog bark. In the announcement video that Achievement Hunter was over, they mentioned this dog bark thing was going to be their new direction they're pivoting into, but like, what is it? This picture tells me nothing. Let's see here. Dog Bark's Green Screen Theater, a variety improv show? What? They asked Achievement Hunter to do an improv show? I don't know, guys. The last time I watched one of your improv shows, it was...
What could be textile dysfunction?
Put your shirt on backwards.
We're starting off strong, everybody.
Not good. This is me jumping in while I was editing. So I had to capture this footage for this video, and I will give them this. Credit where credit is due. The trailer for Dog Bark is actually very hilarious. I highly recommend you watch it. It is actually very funny. I did try watching one of the actual episodes, and it was not, it was rather boring, but the trailer was great, so, you know, check that out. Back to what I was saying. Also, I know it sounds pedantic, but this doesn't convey the idea of a green screen. Like, if that's your first sentence selling point, wouldn't green be the better option over this yellow? Maybe they wanted to distance themselves from green because it's too close to Achievement Hunter. But like, from a marketing perspective, wouldn't you want to invoke the idea of Achievement Hunter a little bit? Because this is the new direction Achievement Hunter went? Whatever. And it's nice to know Funhouse advertises the fact that they constantly check out Rule 34 and porn on this show. First thing we see is popular series. Unsurprisingly, RWBY is first, but then Play Pals? They still make these? God, this will definitely sound like a nitpick, but I hate thumbnails like this. Everyone does it nowadays, and I think it sucks. Just make a stupid face and slap your big stupid face all over the thumbnail. I hate it. Camp is also front and center. That's good to see. You know, Carrie said animation is hard and expensive, but also, Camp went on hiatus back in 2019. It's been 5 years since the show aired, and quite honestly, I never even knew there was a 4th season until like a couple of weeks ago. And it wasn't that I didn't care. I actually really liked Camp. They just never advertised it. They've done nothing to promote the 4th season, and they've done next to nothing to promote the eventual 5th season that's supposedly gonna come out next year. And then it just went away for years on end. So it's weird now, when they're apparently struggling to get the funding for their new animated projects, is when they're finally deciding to resurrect this franchise from the dead. Oh no, I forgot about that. So it's nice to see Camp front and center on the homepage, but where's Red vs. Blue? That's the other one that they nuked off of YouTube. Where is it? We have Achievement Hunter here? They're gone. It's dead. They killed it. Why is this on your front page? Podcasts, more Achievement Hunter, Dungeons and Dragons stuff, more podcast, more Achievement Hunter, some Let's Play things. Oh, a Simple Walk 2. Wanna see 2 out-of-shape, middle-aged white dudes walking across New Zealand? You want to see them do it again? Yeah, Red vs. Blue just isn't here, at least not in their popular series category. Rather than shove this weird green screen improv crap front and center, why not show off the things you just moved to this site? You can watch Dog Bark on YouTube right now. Why not prop up the RT site exclusives, especially when you just announced that this would be the only place to watch them? More gameplay stuff, more podcasts, some first exclusive content, which seems to just be gameplay things again. I thought this was an animation channel. You're talking about your animations and how they're hard to make and you need to move them to this site to make money off of them, so where are they? Well, you have to scroll down to the very bottom of the homepage to find the stunning animated shows section. All these Let's Play things and podcasts are all also on YouTube. Why is the site flooded with this stuff? They also have so many versions of the same things. 5 million different podcasts and a million different gameplay channels. If I was just someone coming here to find Camp Camp, I would think I was on the wrong site. I don't care about your millions of podcasts, I want to watch the cartoon you made and are trying to promote. Here we can finally find Red vs. Blue too. But also there's 3 different death battle things front and center right here, which is not surprising. I went to death battle on YouTube and it's getting amazing numbers. No wonder they want to flaunt that one front and center. And one of the first ones is Recreo? Is that how you pronounce this? I literally have no idea what this is. Is this a Roosterteeth animation? When? Why is this front and center? I have no idea what this is. In fact, there's a lot of things here that I've just never heard before. God, I wish I never heard of you. And then you can't find Ruby until you get to the very end of this list. Ruby is your biggest moneymaker. Going to Roosterteeth's YouTube channel, their most popular videos are Ruby, Camp Camp, Red vs. Blue, and then some Let's Play stuff. So now that you've taken all of them off of YouTube, wouldn't you want these faces front and center on your website? From just a marketing perspective, lean more into what's getting you the most attention. Promote this stuff. Looking at the amount of ads they're getting on their channel, I can easily tell how they're getting 5 to 10 times more revenue from their site versus YouTube. Every video starts with an ad break that's unskippable if you're not a first member. Then there's usually 1 to 5 ad breaks throughout the middle of every video, and each ad break runs 3 to 4 ads in their runtime. If you're watching something longer, like the hour-long Play Pals video or the 2-hour-long Red vs. Blue compilation, that seems reasonable. But for the 11-minute-long Ruby episode, there's an ad break right in the middle there. For the 19-minute-long Ruby episode, strap in. You're getting 4 different ad breaks, each one lasting 2 minutes long. Okay, so this is just their homepage. Let's look at their search bar on the side here. Clicking on channels really highlights just how much crap exists within the Roosterteeth umbrella. I don't even know what most of these things are. But here, let's check out the Ruby Universe channel. First thing we see them promoting is the Ruby VTubing thing. That's great. That's what's currently going on for Ruby. It makes sense. I feel like this image could be better though. Like, have Ruby here somewhere, not just an environment shot. But it's fine. So we got the VTubing thing, and then now trending. Huh, that's weird. These are the things I was just watching. Like I said, I had to capture new footage for my daily Ruby reviews, so I was just watching these Volume 1 vids to get my footage. That's weird. No, it can't just be me watching Volume 1 right now, right? Like, that can't be the reason these are considered trending. Right? Something I think is a good feature with their website is the fact that they show off merch related to the thing that you're currently looking at on the bottom of the screen. That is very smart and very convenient. And I think it would be better if their merch wasn't usually very ugly looking and overpriced, but in theory, this is a good idea. Okay, let's check out the series tab. And I guess also the podcast tab? It seems like clicking series also automatically clicks podcast for you, which explains why there's mostly just 500 different podcasts front and center. I don't know what most of this stuff is. Again, you just added Camp Camp and Red vs. Blue as exclusives to your site. Why are they not on the top of this list? Why are they not featured here somewhere? Why announce they're going to be exclusives to your site, but not also make it as easy as possible for people people to find them once they get here. I scrolled for a bit and I couldn't even find Ruby, let alone Camp Camp or RVB. It's just flooded with a million gameplay things and podcasts. I clicked on episodes and then it also automatically highlighted first exclusive. So the first thing I see is just a bunch of crap I can only watch with a first membership. Why bother having them be different tabs if you're just going to willy-nilly show me whatever you want anyway? Going to the actual search bar, finally we see their animated shows on top. Camp Camp, RVB, and Ruby. All front and center right there. Let's try just typing in Ruby and see what we get. 55? 55 series? That doesn't make sense. How can there be 55 different Ruby series? Well, get this, there definitely isn't, because it just started, like, giving me a bunch of stuff that's not Ruby related. Like, cool, Ruby, behind the scenes things, the VTubing thing, level up. What is that? Wait, Red vs. Blue? A bunch of Red vs. Blue? Dungeons and Dragons things? What the hell? Why? Oh look, it's my favorite Ruby bonus feature. Male pregnancy. What a convoluted mess. They don't seem to know how to prioritize their advertisements here. I have to wade through tons of shows and podcasts I don't care about, things I can already find on YouTube just to get to the site exclusives. Their search system doesn't seem to work, and even if I find what I'm looking for, it's flooded with very long ad breaks. But also, I can't blame them for overloading their vids with ads. Like, look at this. I went to their YouTube channel and these numbers are fine. If you're me. Me, a single person, running her own YouTube channel by herself who doesn't have to pay anyone else. Roosterteeth is a company, and they have a ton of employees, and their main channel is hitting 19k, 11k, 7k views. The thing with the most views on it in the last month was their 2-minute long A Simple Walk trailer. They're not making money off of a 2-minute long video. Let me tell you something about YouTube revenue. You can't place mid-roll ads on a video that's shorter than 8 minutes long. The ads is the only way people make money off of YouTube views. The views and likes help with engagement, help get your video out there so more people can see it, and then you can get a bigger audience. But the important part, monetarily, is how many ads people watch. Looking at the last month on Roosterteeth's main channel, this channel alone, with these numbers they're getting, I'm going to base this off of my own experience with ad revenue from YouTube. I think this channel only got Roosterteeth $2,000. Maybe $2,500. And I also think I might be really generous there. And yes, they do have a lot of other channels and other ways of making money. Like I said, Death Battle is doing amazing numbers, but just this channel alone, just the main Roosterteeth channel, no. Minimum wage in Texas right now, where Roosterteeth is located, is $7.25. Not taking taxes into consideration, the amount of money one employee would earn for working a 40-hour work week for 1 month is $2,146. So, by my estimations, the main Roosterteeth channel is likely making just enough money to pay one minimum wage employee. See, I don't talk about Roosterteeth not having any money just because I want to be mean. I've been paying attention to their numbers, and they're not good. And I'm confused by some of their business decisions. They've ended Achievement Hunter, which was getting pretty decent views every single video, and they were releasing new content nearly every other day, but they've decided to end it and make dog bark. Okay. The Roosterteeth animation channel has a red versus blue icon, even though now you can't watch that here. And yeah, the Ruby VTubing thing is getting decent views. I personally wouldn't have classified it as animation, but whatever. But looking at the animations that are here, it's the same as the Roosterteeth channel. 11k, 9k. What's crazy is the same Roosterteeth animated adventures can be found on Roosterteeth's channel, but they're getting way more views over there. The only thing on the Roosterteeth animation YouTube channel that is making big numbers is Ruby things. Fairy tales, and especially Ruby Chibi. Amidst a sea of vids, all with under 20,000 views, there are these monoliths of Ruby with views well into the 100,000s. And so here's the thing. Animating, like Carrie said, is hard, and it is expensive. And it's not easy to get that funding. But also, it seems like RT's productions just aren't getting the actual views they need to keep going. Something like Hell of a Boss, which is funded through YouTube and their own merch, are getting millions of views with every episode. At least 10 million views every time. Even Ruby, the biggest property Rooster Teeth has on YouTube, isn't coming anywhere near a million. I'm gonna let you in on a secret. The quality of a product is almost entirely irrelevant. Honestly, no one in charge of giving a company like Rooster Teeth money really cares if people liked or didn't like the show. A show can have only negative reviews, but what really matters to them is money. Did people watch it? Did it make you money? Then it doesn't matter how good or bad it was, we'll give you the profits so you can make more. I think Rooster Teeth just doesn't know what to do with itself anymore. They've flooded their own website and channels with a bunch of the same things, D&D, podcasts, gameplay, and accidentally buried the creative outputs like Ruby, Camp and RVB. And they don't advertise themselves very well. Looking at their channels and their websites, I don't know what they have. None of their thumbnails really tell me what's going on. Dog Bark is a terrible name. That does not, I would not guess a green screen improv show from Dog Bark. What? They have animated things that I've never even heard of. They're not advertising. And it's not that I'm not paying attention. I go to like the Ruby Twitter and the Rooster Teeth Twitter basically every single day. I keep up with their stuff. And there's so many things here that I have no idea what they are. They're just not advertising it anywhere. At the end of the day, I'm not surprised Camp and RVB moved off of YouTube. Looking at the numbers they're getting, like if they're only getting like a couple of thousand views on YouTube, then might as well make those couple thousand views go to their website where they can get a little bit more money that way. There's just no other way to say it. They just aren't getting the views they need. Except for Death Battle. Death Battle's doing amazingly. Oh my god. Shout out to my $10 patrons. You're all amazing. Nako, Andrew, Valhalla Knight, Chamomile, G Extreme, Classy Critic, Noah Perkins, Sunny Shy, Jake, Amber, Hype Man, Zero to Hero, Isaiah, Scaring Crows, Not All That Evil, Messiah Complex, Jacob, Ben Sketchbook, The Watcher, Omega Fighter, Trash, Wild Pilot, Josh, Swift Cannon, The Infinity Effect, Gino, Twisty, and Juan. So yeah, what do you think? Have you been to Rooster Teeth's website? Does it work better for you? What do you think about this whole process, about them taking it off of YouTube, their YouTube numbers? Any and all thoughts about Rooster Teeth's website and their numbers and things going into this Dog Bark? Any and all thoughts and opinions, leave them in the comments below. I find it a fascinating direction that we were watching them like, it's like watching a ship sinking in real time. Any and all thoughts and opinions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.